Hello, everyone. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Derek. Derek is from Indiana, but he lives in Oregon in the USA. So let's see what Derek has to say. Enjoy the interview. Yeah. So, hello, Derek. How are you?
Good. How's it going?
I'm very well. Thanks so much for taking the time today for the interview.
Yeah, no, definitely. Thanks for having me.
My God, look this sky behind you. Oh
Oh,
my
today's a
God.
beautiful day. There's
Wow.
mountains, all that. It's it was nice yesterday as well. We're hitting like 60s, almost 70.
Wow. Tell me, where are you based right now?
Yeah, Southern Oregon. So like probably 40 minutes from the California border. But it's a smaller city for sure.
And that's the place where you're born and raised?
No, I'm from Indiana originally, like
Wow.
Midwest. Yeah.
And why the change from Indiana to Oregon?
Right. I worked for a retail company, and they moved me to a few different states, upstate like Syracuse, New York, and then from there out here to Oregon.
My
Um,
God.
and I've always wanted to go west, so yeah, it's perfect.
And all your family are back in Indiana?
Yeah, yeah, almost everyone. My brother's in Colorado area, stationed there.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, everybody else is in Indiana.
Wow. So tell me, what's the biggest difference of Indiana State and Oregon State? There are a big difference or not?
Yeah, I mean, I think a pretty big difference is like the topography out here, like the mountains and like the views are wild. I mean, and the weather's a pretty big difference as well. I think overall people are still people, like the same. Um, Maybe a little bit different, but honestly, in Southern Oregon, it's still kind of like small city, and so it reminds me a lot of Indiana in that sense.
I see. Tell me, what do you do for work, for living, Derek?
Yeah, right now I'm cutting hair, like I'm a barber or a hairstylist, but I'm finishing up school because I left my job I was with for 11 years, like last year. Um, that retail job I was at for a long time, managed stores for them. And I was like, I just want to switch it up.
Wow. So now you are studying to be a hairstylist.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm almost done actually. I'm at the very end, like a couple months left. And I'll be out doing it, and then just working some other little part-time jobs at the same time.
Amazing. Wow. It's so interesting. It's a the time of the year, January, like just finished now, and we start a new year, changing career, new opportunities. I think it's always a good time of the year that we encourage ourselves to do something different about our lives.
Yeah, no, definitely. I felt the need for change sometime like last year, or even the year before, I guess. And yeah, put it into action. And so like I'm excited for this year because it's here. Like this is the year to make it. It's all coming to an end
Amazing.
or a beginning.
Derek, before we start our journey within the Magic Box, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself or something that not many people know about you.
Yeah, well, one, I guess I've lived in 3 states. Like I moved a couple times, and man, that's again, everybody is like, yeah, what is it about you or what stands out? I mean, I'm what you see is what you get, I guess, pretty much with me. So that's all I have off the top of my head for that one. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm a redhead, and I got it from my mom, and I'm the only one of my siblings that has red hair. Like, got to be something, I guess. I'm the only one that had the genes passed down.
Amazing. Great. Derek, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Yeah, let's do it.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I've got here my best friend full of random fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to relax a bit before the first question, okay?
Cool.
Let's do it. Hey, Derek, so before we start the game, during the join, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, some reason you don't want to answer, always can change, okay? Right, first question for you is, what would be your ideal day?
Ideal date? Man, probably just something kind of just, I don't know, fun and different. It's like something new for me. And even if it's not like super new, just, yeah, anything that's like an event or something exciting. Like I went ice skating like a few weeks ago. And then out for some food right afterwards. And that was an awesome date. I think just stuff like that. I mean, it could be a hike. It could be, I just like an experience. And then when I take somebody on a date, I try to give them the same thing, like just something that we can experience together. And I don't like, movies are not ideal date, I don't think, because there's no like talk really in between. So yeah.
One person to go on a date with you, what this person must have and must not have.
Ooh, right. I mean, must have, I think just like a positive attitude and like somebody who can hang out and just have fun. And I mean, hopefully good looking. But then what must not have, it'd be like, I don't look for the knots, like, but yeah, I don't know. Anything they must not have is just like the opposite of what I said for what they should have. Like, just somebody who doesn't want to do anything, I guess, or yeah.
I see. Okay. Next question. Let's do it. All right. Next question for you is, what do you like the most about yourself?
Honestly, I guess it'd be my just personality and the way I go about life and just making people around me like happy and enjoying their time. That I can kind of assimilate or adapt to any situation or people, etc. I think that's one of my favorite things.
Wow. And you always been this way?
Yeah, I think so. I've always like growing up like through like high school and stuff. I had like a best friend or two, but those best friends didn't always like hang out with each other. So I would hang out with either one or the other. But then again, I would hang out with a bunch of other of the like groups. I was never really in like one specific one. And yeah, I've always just kind of been kind of like that. Yeah.
When you think about your childhood memories, what's the best memory that comes to your mind?
Ooh, it'd be one of two. Either like going to my great grandpa's pool over the summers, that was always the best, or like going to the fairs, like little small fairs that we had. The free armband day, it was like a tradition every year that we would go. My grandma would take us, and yeah, it was a blast.
I see. All right. Next question. Before the next question, Derek, when I was checking your profile, actually, I was seeing some pictures of you in a cruise ship. I think we spent New Year's Eve on a cruise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was Disney Cruise Line or not?
No, it was Carnival Cruise.
I see. No, I'm just asking that because when I was checking your profile and the pictures, you're in Nassau, because I was working for Disney Cruise Line, and we were doing like Port Canaveral, Nassau, Castaway Cay, like a short cruise. My question for you is, as you spend New Year's Eve, in a cruise, do you consider it was one of your best or the highlights of your New Year's Eve or not?
Yeah, New Year's Eve was great. Honestly, I loved the cruise. It was only the second one I've been on. You can't tell in the photos, but I started to get sick on the cruise, like day one, just like sinus infection, just started feeling like crap. So I would take enough Dayquil to get through the day. And then by nighttime, I honestly was like so tired and everything was coming back. So I stayed up till they did the New Year's Eve drop. And then I was like, I have to go to sleep, guys, because I have to try to wake up tomorrow. And I'm going to feel bad. So it was still a great time, though. But the highlight would have been either like the first or second day or just the stuff off the ship, like the Bahamas. And that was amazing. And always the food on ships.
Do you have, like, during this time of the year, 2000, when a new year starts, people, they do new resolutions, people, they kind of starting new journeys. For you, do you have like a superstition, something that you do every year or not?
Sometimes, I mean, years past, I've been thinking business, because that's what I did with retail for so long. So we're planning for the new year with that, and like business goals for the store. And now, this year I'm just like, the new journey starting. And
Mhm.
so I don't really have like a full New Year's resolution. I just have continued goals that we're always working on. And I just have I think the new year just comes with a fresh perspective and a fresh energy towards it.
See. All right. Next question for you is, if someone gave you an envelope with your death date inside of it, would you open it or not, and why?
Ooh, right. I think, yeah, I would open it. Yeah.
Why?
Because then I know, I don't know, it almost gives you, I think, like deep on it, like it gives me permission to almost to do other things, like do all kinds of stuff. He's like, it's not my time yet, it's coming up later, so like I can do this. Or maybe you don't have a lot of time, and so you still want to do those things before as well. So I think it's that, but also, I mean, leading up to that, if you know what that date is, the closer you get, the more it could be a little bit like, dang. But also, I think it keeps you going and helps you take more risks, like things that you're just like, I better do it now, and that's even why I switched jobs last year. Says I just wanted to do it now. I didn't want to look back and say, what if I would have done this before and I didn't do it.
What's the meaning of life for you?
Just making, connections and relationships with people, and just trying to be happy, stay happy and positive, and build or continue to build like a life for myself. And try to eventually then give back to the next people.
I see. All right, good one. Ready for another question?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. Next one.
Yeah.
Right. Next question for you is, how would you describe a perfect friendship?
Somebody that you can just like bullshit with at any time. I have a best friend still from high school. We've been best friends for, since I was 15. So over 15 years, I think. And he's just awesome. But I told him just like last week that my favorite thing is when we just text each other like absolute nonsense, like things that just don't make any sense at all. Like it'll be out of the blue, like a week or so go by, and then I'll get a random text from him that just says something like completely off the wall. And it's hilarious, and I may or may not even be able to respond at the time. But there's just no worries on like whether or not we're getting back to each other. Like he knows when I have time, I'll get back to him, or vice versa. And like those are always like the best friendships that I've had and stuff. The ones that like stand the test of time, even if you don't always communicate on the daily.
And he's back in Indiana, or he lives in
Indiana? Yeah, Indiana. Yep.
What's the biggest difference between both of you, and the biggest similarity?
Oh, between him and I is that he doesn't like people at all. Like, is not outgoing, really. Is not one to put himself in situations, or like really kind of, he'll go after stuff if he wants it, but not in the same way I will. And yeah, we were like opposites in that sense. And I think that's what we liked. He really helped me a lot through high school.
I see. Right. Next question. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Before the next question, tell me two questions in one part. The first part of the question is why you decide to start a career, as a hairstylist. What was the inspiration for you? And the second part of the question is, what has been the biggest joy of you since you start your new career?
Yeah. Okay. First one, why I decided, I was thinking about it probably 4 years ago when I was with my company. I just didn't make the switch yet. It wasn't the time. And it's something I thought about when I was younger too, but I was like, I don't know. And I fell into my job kind of, and fell into promotions with it. And I was doing the work, but it was paying, and that's what I really needed. And the culture and company was great. So it all worked out. But when I chose hair, I just worked in fashion for so long, and I got to create looks for people and make them feel good and create that experience. And I wanted to do the same thing kind of, but just with hair. And with that, I'm in the same business as I was before. I'm in the business of people, and that's a lot of things our company would talk about, is like, we're in clothes and selling and, retail, but we're really in the business of people and relationships. And I do the same thing now in the business of people. I just get to give them a new hairstyle to make them feel better, and it lasts longer than just one outfit for a day.
Wow, amazing. Okay. Next question is, what makes you most proud?
Man, well, first, my favorite thing I did with hair recently, though, too, I missed that, was just a haircut I did last week, where I created the exact, like, the picture was exactly like what she wanted, and I got to give her that, and that was amazing. And then that leads into what makes me most proud, I guess, is like just making other people feel good, and yeah, giving them that experience, or really just seeing a growth in people. And then even for myself, it's just when I'm staying in my routine, or I'm, you know, getting all the things done that I need to do for myself, that's maybe where I lack more, because I try to help other people, but something to help yourself first, and then you can help others.
Absolutely. And do you see yourself living in Oregon for a long while or not?
You know, maybe. I might be in Oregon for a while. My license will be here, but I chose to do my classes here too, because it'll transfer to other states if I want to go. So I think a city is in the future for me, whether that's a bigger city here in Oregon or just in one of the other states out west. Just to, yeah, more opportunity in the city, and I think it just works better overall for me.
I see. Okay. Next question. All right. Next question is, what's the best compliment have you received?
Oh, right. Man, sometimes just, I mean, compliments in any form on an outfit that I have on, because sometimes it could be different, and it's like, I think I like it, but I don't know. And if somebody compliments that, then yeah, that's the best. I heard you ask this question before in another one. I'm like, I can't think of anything specific for a compliment, because I mean, I remember them, but I don't remember like the exact words always, but you just remember how it made you feel.
Absolutely. And I can see that I can see a tattoo here in your neck. Do you have other tattoos as well, or is the only one?
Yeah, no, I have them. My arm and forearm are my first, and then so like this is covered, and then I got my side and chest, and my legs have started now, like in the last few years.
Which one is the very first one you ever had, and the latest one?
Yeah, the first one was on the inside of my arm, and it was like a thought bubble. And my latest one would be my neck one, actually. It was the latest and newest.
And what's the meaning of this one in your neck?
Yeah, so that one's kind of funny how it came about. The first time I went to my tattoo artist in Syracuse, New York, Perfect Storm Tattoo, Victoria, she's the best. Met her, like we just vibed instantly, and she had this actually on her wall, like a flash art, and I just liked it. It was beautiful. It's a cardinal, it's a regal cardinal, because he's got a crown and a cape, and I'm from Indiana, and that's our state bird, and I was just like, love that one. And that was 6-7 years ago, so I didn't get the tattoo until this year, because every time I'd go back, I'd be like, I still like it, and then about a year or two ago, she's like, I still have it, and somebody asked for it, and she was like, sorry, like one of my friends like has dibs on this one, so she held it for me, which was really cool. And so then I had to get it. I just had to figure out where, and yeah, that's how it worked.
Very good. 3 questions left. Let's do it.
Oh, cool.
Derek, next question is, what do you think are the best traits for a person to have?
Kindness, for sure. I mean, there's honestly kindness and compassion come up first, even though they're kind of hand in hand, but that, and then just like a positive attitude. And I know it's like an everyday thing is kind of hard sometimes, but those 2 or 3 for sure. Yeah, just anything like that.
You come across a very positive person, like always on the go, always kind of, you see the positive side of things. Did you always have this way of approaching life, very adventurous?
Yeah, I think so. I've always kind of been a go-getter in a way. Sometimes they don't take time to slow down. So that's what I'm working on now, is just taking the time to slow down and be either more of a planner or just, yeah, like review and assess, and then go instead of just being all go, go, go. But yeah, it's not always easy to just like, yeah, to stay positive. That was actually a question I was thinking about for you later, but because it's just, you know, a lot of people will have that look, but then it's like, yeah, how do you maintain that and keep it, yeah, going?
I think when you have this, as you said, on the go all the time, which is a good thing, you know what I mean? It's a good thing to be like that. But sometimes you need to slow down and understand that everything needs to work together for you to get somewhere. It's not just up to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
I have this personality as well. I remember when I was a bit younger, I was like, oh my God, I need to do this, I need to do that. And now I realized that whatever is gonna be for you, it will find a way to get to you. So somehow I relax a little bit more about that. But I have the same like personality way as you as well. I like to be on the go all the time, like, you know, go and get it. It's a great way.
Yeah.
2 questions left. Let's do it.
All right.
Right. Before the next one, I believe you are a queer gay guy, yes?
Yes. Yeah.
So tell me, how was for you growing up as a gay boy? Did you have the support of your family?
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about your experience.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I probably came out when I was about 15, 16-ish, like in that realm. But I went to a really small school. I mean, I graduated with like 60 something people, so like a class of less than 70, and it was different. I mean, there were only 2 other like gay guys at my school that were out, and both of them were me. They were like a year or 2 older. One was in my class, I guess, and the other one was in the next class. And like I said, neither of them were me, so I didn't really know where I fit in to this, or what I was or what I felt, or, you know, labels and stuff to describe it then. And I kind of like started realizing it around 15, and I mentioned I was, I think, bi to some friends first, and then after a few months, I've been exploring myself still. Like, it only get to a few months, and I was like, no, I think I'm just gay, just like guys. But it was hard to make that transition or that jump in my head. And then, yeah, family and everybody were pretty accepting. At first, it was a little bit of shock value, I think, like some of the reactions, because it wasn't always like well known. And then, yeah, like from there, I just kind of figured it out, I guess, on myself. It did feel pretty isolating at times, coming from such a small place and not really knowing and whatnot, and even being in the city scene sometimes with other gays. Like, I can tell that I'm like definitely small town, because it's just, it wasn't always the norm for me. So just even in the past 4 to 5 years, I've probably been a little more involved in like the gay culture and stuff, and feeling a lot more just comfortable with it in general. But yeah, it was cool. Like, I'm thankful for the experience, because it helped me kind of be who I am.
Which person in your family you are more close to?
My grandma, my dad's mom. Yeah, we call her Nanny. And yeah, she's the one that took us to the fair and to the pool. Like, when I was younger, my 2 favorite memories I could think of right off the bat. And she's always just been the most kind and compassionate when it comes to anything. Like, the one that'll always have your back, even if you're wrong. She'll stand up for you first and ask questions later. And yeah, it's really cool to see that in action and experience it.
Let's say that she's watched this interview right now, right this moment, and you have the opportunity to say something to her or to send her a message. What would you say?
Yeah, I'd say that I love you, and just thank you so much for always being there for us. And yeah, and being like the stable rock for us as we grew up, like that we could always just count on the same person every time. It wasn't like you don't know who you're getting that day. She was just always consistent in that. And yeah, we really appreciate it and thank you for that.
Oh, beautiful. It's so interesting saying that about that your grandmother, you know, our grandparents, there's something about them that the connection is so unique, you know what I mean? It's a different connection to have our parents, you know what I mean? It's something there that we feel so protected. We feel, I know there's something about our
Yeah,
relation with our grandparents that is just natural and genuine as well.
yeah, it definitely is. And I was the first grandbaby as well. So I was like the first grandkid that they all had, you know, to experience and share and whatnot for about 3 years. So, yeah, it was really special.
Spoiled?
When I was younger, like younger, like below 10, yes, probably.
Amazing. Next question is, what is the happiest day in your life so far and why?
Man, right? I think of when I think back of any times like the happiest day or something, I think of like a time, I guess. Like either a span of time, like when I look back on a year, like we have one of our best years at my store in 2021. Like there was just we had a lot of amazing days throughout that year, and it was work, but it was fun because yeah, everybody was on board. Um, or it would be some concert experience that I've been to, whether it's a festival like Bonnaroo in Tennessee, or just going to see SZA live last year. Like, just I love music experiences, and so those would probably be, if it had to be a day, it'd be one of those days.
Amazing. Ready for the last question?
Yes.
Let's do it. Last question. Derek, I love your background. Oh my God, you couldn't choose any other place to be for this interview. I'm just looking,
Oh,
you
good.
know, it gives me peace just looking this beautiful, you know, sky and the landscape as well. Oh my God, I feel relaxed now just looking at it. And I can see some cars passing far away. It's just amazing. It brings my childhood memories. It's amazing. Before the last question, I'm going to ask the question in two parts again. The first part of the question is, so far, what's the highlights of your career as a hairstylist since you started your journey? And the other part of the question is, if you could choose anyone to knock the or to come into your salon to have like a hair treatment, a hairstylist moment with you, could be any person, which person that would be? You could choose.
Oh, yeah, right. So far, the best of my career journey here is anytime I can like recreate something for someone that they really love, or a haircut that we still finish really well, but I learned something in. Because right now there's so much to learn, and I'm still a baby, and I'm getting good at certain things, but I just want a haircut that challenges me and helps me learn something I can take to the next one. Those are my favorite. And then somebody I'd love to do their hair eventually. Like I want to get better before I do somebody's that I'm like, I really want to do this. But it would just be like, damn, that's a hard one, right? For I try to think of maybe a celebrity type person, but I don't really. There's none of them that I'm like, yeah, I would really think I would nail it for them. Like I would. There's some that would be fun, but I know somebody who kind of knows what they want to do, and they want to create like some fun style, like something like a shag with a lot of texture, or if it's a men's cut, like just the short, and there's something different for the top, something that's not always the same, I guess, because I like there to be something unique that I can create to make happen for them. So yeah, I'm sorry I don't have a great answer for that one for someone.
No, I love it. I know I love your answer.
Yeah,
not right or wrong,
because it
comes to your mind. Yeah,
because I just anybody, right? Like somebody who wants it, or it's somebody who wants a transformation. Their hair's been growing out for a long time, and they want a big change. Like that would be the best or most satisfying to switch up.
Very good. Last question for you is, how would you like to be remembered in life?
As somebody who, like I said, was kind and caring and showed up for people that you could count on, and that somebody who would help other people have a better day, or, you know, be more positive, and that somebody they look back on and they're like, man, yeah, he really listened and, you know, wanted to do the best and was like friends with everybody, etc. Like that's how I want to be remembered for sure.
Amazing. Okay, let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Let's start with family.
Okay. Love.
Money.
Problems.
Fear.
You said fear?
Fear, yeah.
Fear, right? Just like, I don't know, I think darkness and stuff right away. Just, yeah.
Okay. Life.
Life, I mean, I just think abundance and
Okay.
green. Like, it makes it more of like outside.
Love.
Partner.
Sex.
Fun.
Religion.
Is that a word? Sometimes problematic, but yeah, is the word.
Friendship.
The key.
Politics.
Another kind of just drama.
Okay.
I think of.
Desire.
I think lust and yeah, want.
Regret.
Regret. Again, just problem or issues that like that's the first word that comes to my mind because it can be an issue, I guess, to even regret. And so you want to look back on learning something from that experience so you don't regret.
Success.
Right. I just like, yeah, power, stars, like it's just something like this, yeah, that bright.
Okay. Wish.
Wish makes me think star.
Happiness.
Wishing upon a star. Happiness, smiles, energy.
One word for Indiana.
Corn. Yeah, cornfields, corn.
One word for Oregon.
The Beat Mountains.
Wow. USA, one word.
Oh, USA, one word? Flag. That's the first thing I think of. I just, yeah.
You said flag.
Yeah, right. I just think that's the first thing if I hear USA, you just think of the flag.
Amazing. And the last one, hairstylist, one word.
Hairstylist, one word. Creative.
Amazing. Let's pretend I'm going to meet your grandmother for a coffee, and I'm going to ask her, define Derek in one positive word and one negative word only. What she would say?
One positive word, one negative word. She would say he's fun. It could be a little stubborn or hard-headed, probably. Yeah.
If I would ask the same question to your best friend back in Indiana, he would say the same answer?
Oh, yeah. I probably the same, or he would give some other, like, kind of funny, dry answer that only he can think of. Or just something to embarrass me. That would be it. One of those.
Let's play now, Derek, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, you can ask me a question now, Derek.
Yeah, well, and so one of mine ended up almost being one that you've asked me because it was just like that you seem, at least positive, and like you do a lot of interviews, and so you talk to a lot of people, and just how do you stay on top of your stuff, or how do you stay at your best through all that and keep that positive outlook?
I love the question. Derek. And their answer is very related to you. I think, I think our life is always up and down. Yeah, I think all of us, we have those moments we are over the place, like very happy. At the same time as well, we have those moments we are very low. You don't see any positivity. But saying that, I believe that even though when you have those low moments, if you have this positive attitudes, towards it, it changes your day. It changes a lot, because sometimes when I feel sad for some reason, I kind of enjoy as well a little bit. I kind of enjoy the moments. I said, okay, I'm feeling vulnerable right now. I'm feeling sad, and sometimes it's about accepting the situation. So I think it's even that it's a positive way of facing the the sad or the low moments that you are facing right now. So I believe that, I think I always have this positive personality, something about me. I always been this way. Like, people who knows me very well, when they watch the interview, they go like, oh my God, William, I feel like I'm talking to you, like on my side when I watch your interview, because I'm here expressing the way I am. But of course, I have my low moments as well, but I always have this mindset that even the low moments, I feel grateful for those moments because they're necessary. I think if life would be just skies, beautiful skies, we wouldn't learn anything. It would be boring somehow. So I think I realized that those low moments, they are necessary. And when I'm there, I'm saying that, but it's not easy. It's hard sometimes. You know what I mean? When you're faced, it can be really difficult for you. But for me, I just try to understand that it's not going to be forever. It's going to come another day and you're going to feel better afterwards. So seeing as a positive outcome out of those low moments, that's how I see. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, like you said, it gives you more gratitude for the positive moments when you have the low in comparison, for sure.
Amazing. Did you enjoy the interview?
Yeah, it was great. Definitely.
Thank you so
I didn't
much.
know where it would go, so it was cool.
First of all, thank you so much for being so creative and find this spot for the interview. I think it's amazing. It couldn't be in a better place. I'm going to bed very soon and I'm gonna like sleep thinking about this background that I just seeing right now. So for me, it was a gift to see that behind. So amazing. Thank you so much. And before you go, Derek, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Yeah, it's just, I think it's never too late to change something up, and if you put your mind to it, then you can make it happen. But knowing that there will be tough times still along the way, but it's going to happen either way. So just, if you've been thinking about it, just do it, make it happen. It'll be scary, but we'll figure it out. Yeah.
Amazing. I like that. Thanks so much. And good luck on this new journey for you. It starts now.
Yeah.
And I can wait to see you, living your best life as a hairstylist and, exploring this new journey now. So thanks so much for the interview and you keep in touch. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.
So did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why would you like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.